Maanasa Loka.
Namaste, Namachivaya. We're going to look at desires and needs. Most of us fail to differentiate what is our need, what is our desire. Now, need is something that is necessary for us to continue living. Say, for example, food. We cannot live without food. Shelter. We need a place to stay. Clothes. We need something to wear. All these are needs. Now, these needs can be categorized into simple basic needs and something a little bit more extra. Maybe our working environment will require us to have some gadgets. So that becomes a need. We need to get those gadgets. There are what you can say like ladders. So if we are leading a simple life, our needs are also simple. Now, what happens is we are usually caught up in desires. Say, for example, I need a phone. Very necessary actually nowadays with communication and this and all that. We need a phone, a good phone, which can do some multitasking. But is it necessary for us to have an iPhone? This is where the desire plays. Maybe our friend just bought an iPhone, and so automatically our mind will want an iPhone, whether we need it or not. That is where desire comes in. Okay, we need to travel from one place to another, so we need a vehicle, so a car. In today's environment, it's more convenient to have a car, right? So we can buy a car. Is it absolutely necessary that we buy a Lamborghini? No, right? This is how, okay, Lamborghini is a little bit too much. Maybe an Audi or a Mercedes or a BMW. It's not necessary. But maybe because I had this desire. I actually was very much crazy about BMW sports. After some time, somehow it just left. I don't know how, but it just left. But I was telling that when I get a chance, I'm going to rent a BMW Mercedes and I'm going to go for a long drive just for the experience of it. But that doesn't mean I want to own a BMW Sports, right? This is how we handle our desires, right? We can experience it, we can enjoy it, but that doesn't mean we make it into a long term commitment. Just go, enjoy, finish it, come back, right? Now, what happens when it doesn't get finished? It keeps on tugging at our mind strings. Then, very simple, slowly sit down, watch the breath for a while, and tell yourself, I don't need this. Sounds simple? Actually, it is that simple. A lot of situations in life are actually simple, very, very simple. But our mind will complicate everything and make it very difficult for us. That is why you see the saints and everybody, they always bliss. When we look at them, they don't even have the basics that we have, Some of them don't have homes. I mean, shelters or whatever we want to call it, right? They don't have more than 2 pieces of clothes. One to wear and wash that, wear something else. Just 2 pieces. That's all. Right? And food, whatever is given to them, they eat. No food, they don't eat. I've seen people living like this. Why? But they are so much more happy. They are blissful. Why? Because they have crossed the mind strings. Right? I don't need this to be bliss. Bliss is not outside. Happiness is not outside. Happiness, bliss is all state of the mind. So, where we are journeying towards that. How we are journeying there? We are getting rid of all the things that we don't need, we don't want, curbing certain stuff. That's why Buddha says, desire is the root of all suffering. So, we learn to handle desires, we'll be happy. So, bless all of you to slowly learn to handle the desires and be blissful. Thank you.